Welcome to Spreading the Floor with your hosts, Jacob Cooperman and Nigel Petty Fernandez. Your go-to podcast for basketball's forecast.
Spreading the floor, spreading the floor, spreading the floor, spreading the floor.
That's right.
We're back.
We're back.
What's going on, Nige? How you doing?
I'm all right, man.
What's going on? How was your Labor Day weekend, man?
It's all right. Just cut a little bit short by classes.
Yeah, I don't know why we're in classes today, but it is what it is. My radio station didn't have work. We're still doing the pod today because the grind never stops.
Yep.
And I assume that you enjoy doing this podcast as much as I do, as much as
That's
the people
right.
love listening to us.
That's right.
So, as always, we do have to say at the beginning of every episode, there is a code that you guys can use, STFNBA, that's all caps, at shop.ballinthesix.com for some great basketball lifestyle clothing out of Toronto, Canada. Go get your stuff there. I know the people, as I always say, they make some really good stuff. And you guys should go check them out. They do really good work. So that's STFNBA at shop.ballinthesix.com for 20% off.
Right.
Anyways, all right.
Moving right along.
It
is Labor Day. It's Monday.
Yeah.
Which means
Okay.
the Heat are up 3-1
Yeah.
to the Bucks.
And Giannis is questionable for Game 5.
That's right.
Dude, I felt so bad when I saw that. When he was like, the way he went down. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
son.
No, it was
Damn.
hard. It was hard to see Giannis playing like that, but the Heat
Yeah.
are just playing so well.
Yeah?
I mean, Giannis can't carry.
He can't.
It was
he can't-
either
You think that happened to his ankle because he was carrying?
I think if it wasn't his ankle, it would have been his back next.
Yeah.
I
Someone
mean-
could get the man some ice.
Seriously.
No, all right. I guess we could start off with that. Nigel, did you expect the Heat? Because we
No.
made that meme last episode where Giannis and the Bucks were gonna be coming out of the East, and there was the math meme. But
yeah, no, I was wrong.
we both were.
I think the entire world was wrong. I mean, Jimmy Butler. I mean, I say that I have a new favorite player every episode, but I mean Jimmy Butler and the Heat. I mean, he wasn't even performing in that last game that much, which is maybe why they ended up losing in overtime.
Right.
Tyler Hero really showed up.
Whew.
I mean, he was just hitting one after the other.
Him and
Clutch
Duncan
time.
Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, they came out to play that day. The Heat are just such a. It's just a team you don't want to face.
Yeah.
At any time, they might not be the most talented, they might not be the best team, but it's like
They're
you are
gritty.
going to have a hard time. And you were right because you picked them to be your dark horse pick.
Yeah.
I kind of did, but I didn't really jump on as
Yeah.
hard as you did. But you have me convinced now. I will never question your dark horse picks ever again. I mean, this is the last thing I expected.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest, Nigel. All right.
Yeah.
I've been pretty down in the dumps about my picks lately.
Yeah.
Like I've made a lot of dog shit predictions on this podcast as of late.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been like a 3-episode stretch where I've just been striking out. And I remembered last night I was like, man, like I gotta bring my A game for this podcast tomorrow. And then I realized I was like, wait a second. I'm on record. People can go back into our catalog
Right.
and see that I had the Heat as my dark horse pick for the East. I think it
Yeah.
was the Heat and
It's the Celtics.
the Celtics. Well, no. I had this. Yeah. You're right. Because I had
Because
Raptors
you
and-
thought Raptors and Bucks were going to go to the finals for the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Boy, was I. I mean, it looks like I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
no,
the Raptors are coming back.
Yeah, the Raptors is 2-2, right? It was 2-2.
Yeah. I don't know what happened that first game. I don't know what happened that second game, but these Raptors, man, I think they're playing like the Raptors again.
I think no. I still have the Celtics coming out of that.
Yeah.
Out of that matchup. I think Celtics just been playing well.
Yeah, so they've been playing really well. I know OG Anunoby hit that lucky shot. I feel like that was a lucky shot.
Yeah, and also the Celtics were playing pretty bad. Like the score was pretty close when the Raptors were winning,
Yeah.
but when the Celtics were winning, it was just.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
was a blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess like the East, huh? Like we struck. I don't know if we struck out. We struck out. I might have struck out.
Well, we just pay more attention to the West because it's
Yeah.
more interesting. But
Yeah.
I mean, the East is heating up, man.
The East
I
is
love
heating
this
up.
Heat. I love, no pun intended. I love this Heat. I love this Heat team.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite teams.
I would
Of all
100% see
time.
them in the finals.
They have just and this will segue into our next thing.
Yep.
Is they have the coolest jerseys.
Okay. Yeah, you want to get into that
the
next?
The coolest. Their dogs are on the floor. Every time the ball gets on the floor, they're diving for it, and they're coming down the floor at a time down the stretch where you'd usually give it to the star of your team.
Right.
Instead of giving it to the star of their team, they're setting up plays.
Yep.
They're making their shots.
Yep.
They want to win it.
Duncan
they're
Robinson,
hungry.
Tyler Herro, you could. You could pass to him. That's an automatic bucket. Jimmy Buckets. Well, I guess he is Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Butler, also a bucket.
Right. Yeah.
Jay Crowder was pretty automatic last night.
I mean, I was watching the game.
Or was it 2 nights ago? I can't remember.
I was watching the game and what's his name? Tyler, or was it Robinson? It was either, I can't tell.
They both have the same leg sleeve.
Yeah, they look identical.
They look identical.
He comes off the screen, takes the fadeaway 3-pointer, moving to the side, and before it goes in, I jump up and I go, he makes those.
Yeah.
And he makes those. He made it.
Yeah. He does indeed make those.
Yeah, he does make those.
But yeah, man. I'm kind of mad that my prediction that the Bucks were going to, I didn't think they were going to squash the Heat, but I didn't think it would be the way it is now, where Heat are 3-1 up and Giannis is out, and they got it done without Giannis last night for a majority of the, barely, but it's looking like it might be Heat out of it. Not even might be. It's looking like it's going to be Heat out of this.
I mean, what team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit?
I thought it was 3-1.
It's 3-1 right now, but it was 3-0 at one point.
Right. Well, Jamal Murray did it a series ago, but I mean, do we get 2 of those this year? Are we that lucky? I'd rather see the Heat come out, honestly. The Bucks are cool,
I thought that series was 3-1, not 3-0.
Oh, you're talking about 3-0? Well, they already got 1 game back.
Yeah.
So if they continue, it would still be coming back from a 3-0, but it would also be coming back from a 3-1.
Well, we got to look. I mean, do you have internet? I want to see how many teams have ever come back from 3-0.
I believe it is. You know what?
It might be 0.
Hey Siri?
Yes.
How many teams have come back from 3-0 in the NBA?
I put my money on 0. I put my money on 0.
Teams to come back from 3-1 and 3-0 deficits in NBA playoffs. 3-1 series lead.
Yep, we know the Cavs.
I'm going to turn this off before the video fucks up the podcast. Okay, this is the 3-1s. There's a lot of those. There's about 12 of those.
There's a couple of those, yeah.
Okay. NBA teams to come back from a 0-3 series deficit and lose Game 7. We're just looking for 0-3. 1951 New York Knicks versus Rochester Royals.
Right.
That's the NBA Finals. 1994 Denver Nuggets versus Utah Jazz, Western Conference Semifinals. 2003.
These are teams that came
back and then lost Game 7.
Okay, we're not interested in that.
I guess it's the only 0-3 comebacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one's ever completed a 3-0.
I don't believe so. Let's see. Portland Trail Blazers in 2003 versus Dallas Mavericks. 1970 Los Angeles Lakers versus Phoenix Suns. That was the Western Conference Finals. And that's it. So safe to say it's not an easy task. And I guess it's never been done. So.
Well, if this Bucks team does it, they will be making NBA history.
Yeah. Teams overcame 3-0 deficit in the final championship round once. And they've had their 3-0 comeback fall short 8 times. Okay, so now they're okay, excuse me. That was in the NHL. This is why I hate the internet. No one in the NBA has come back from a 3-0 deficit.
Okay.
So they would be making history.
They would be the first team to ever do that.
Does that make Giannis stay?
Yes.
You think so? Because
Well, no, I don't think that makes Giannis stay. I think that solidifies his place in history a little bit more.
Yeah. You think so?
Absolutely. The only team to ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's huge.
But could you attribute that to him? Because would he have done it without the team around him he has now?
Well, we got to look at his numbers.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's all scaled to. I'm just saying.
I don't think he's coming back this series at all.
No.
I don't think. I think he's out for the rest of the series.
You think he's? I mean,
even if they win the next game,
you think he's still sitting out?
I don't think. I don't think they're gonna risk his ankle like that for a series that has literally 0% chance. I mean, not 0% chance. No team has ever done it before. Why are we gonna risk? Are we really gonna put our best player on the line like that?
Well, also, if I'm Bucks management, this might be Giannis' last year. And we'll get into this later in the episode because I have a lot of possible suitors for Giannis that we have discussed in the podcast before, but now it seems like rumors are heating up now that they're on the brink of a defeat which we can get into later. We got the Donovan Mitchell max extension. Obviously, top 5 biggest best NBA jerseys. Montrezl Harrell being named 6th Man of the Year. Brandon Ingram, Most Improved Player. John Morant, Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash, got to talk about him going to the Nets, and then Giannis free agency.
Right.
But the question therein lies. You say that this would not affect Giannis going or leaving or staying if they come back from this series deficit. Let's just say in like a wild, like alternate reality universe, Giannis and the Bucks, those boys,
I think
whatever his name, Steve Buttigieg, the head coach, decides to play Giannis and they somehow come back. Do you think that sways his opinion?
I don't know how much he's opposed to coming back in the first place. I know there are a lot of rumors, but I think he's looking for an NBA championship. He has his MVP, and I think that's the only thing to get him to stay is if he's guaranteed a championship. Now, if you have if maybe Kyrie Irving went to the Bucks,
or like Chris Paul, that's another thing.
Maybe if Chris Paul went to the Bucks, maybe I see him staying.
Yeah.
But I think he wants a championship.
Of course.
I think that's it. I don't think he cares about being the only team to come back from a 3. I don't think if he comes back from a 3-0 lead and loses the championship that he's like, we came back from,
I'm just saying, I guess I should have been more fine with what I was saying. Let's say they come back and they make a championship run. That's a better that's a better set of parameters. That's really what I meant. Because if they come back and then they're blown out by the Raptors or the Celtics.
I think it would have to be really close.
Yeah.
For him to
stay. Yeah, I feel like the Bucks are kind of on thin ice unless they either A, win a championship this year by the grace of God, or B, like you said, pick up a scorer to supplement Giannis.
Yeah, it's just and he's putting his body on the line so much. He's been complaining about his back for a couple of years, and no pun intended, obviously. He said his back hurts, And you look at the way the guy moves, look at the athleticism. I mean,
it's crazy.
He's getting older too. I mean, does he really want to sign a max 4 or 5 year deal with the Bucks again? I say no.
Yeah, no. I mean, if I were Giannis, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'd probably go somewhere. I'd probably go somewhere where he's gonna win. Maybe he goes to the Heat.
That was one of the forefront for his. I should say the leading team options for him. I believe it's up there. It's the Mavericks, Heat, and the Raptors.
He should go Mavericks.
That would be sick,
That'd
dude.
be so sick.
Oh my God! Talk about that's definitely a super team, but is that like a Golden State cheat code type super team? I feel like it might be.
Absolutely not. No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No.
Luka, all right. Giannis. Porzingis. Boban.
Did you just compare Boban, Luka, Porzingis, and Giannis to Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Kevin Durant? You're crazy.
You're absolutely right. I did.
You're nuts.
You're absolutely right. I did.
You're nuts.
You're absolutely. Nah, I'm not. No, they're not on the same level.
No, that team maybe pulls a championship win. Maybe.
What do you mean? They get to the finals, or they just pull it?
Maybe they get one chip in 3 years.
I think that's a nasty team.
That is a nasty team. I just don't think it's going to be able. It wouldn't be able to compete with the other team. I mean, look, Luka's young. Got to give him a couple years. Porzingis, he's a good player.
Numbers.
What is Porzingis really going to really do?
I know I feel like his ceiling isn't where it used to be, probably because of the injuries.
Yeah, the injury kind of messed him up. Boban's
sick.
Is he even a starter?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No. Let's see.
I think.
I'll check.
Look, I think him going to the Mavericks would be super cool. I don't see them I don't see them being a lock. Like the Warriors were a lock for how many years?
I just think that for the same way that Giannis going there could impact them greatly, I think Giannis having them could impact him greatly. I think that gets it. I think that's a really formidable team, dude. Okay, maybe I was jacking it with the, comparisons to the Golden State Warriors, but I feel like that team's kind of a cheat code.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a good team. It'd probably be number 1 or number 2 in the West.
I can't. Why are they okay?
But I don't see it I don't see them being a lock for as many. The Warriors dynasty was
crazy.
Probably one of the best dynasties in NBA history. I don't see that being
Yeah.
one of the best in NBA history.
You know what sucks? I wanted to bring in a new sound effect that it was this guy going crazy and have it, and there's been 3 times where I could have used that, and I just can't because I couldn't load it in before the start of the show. But you're right, that would have been that was Golden State was a crazy team.
Yeah.
Golden State was okay. So let's see. They don't even okay, starting lineup. I guess he is coming up. That's crazy. Who do they have starting at center then? They don't even start a center?
Yeah, Boban's not even a starter.
They have Luka Doncic. Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway Jr., Finney Smith, and Max Kleber. And then coming off the bench, Porzingis, Seth Curry, Brunson, Barea, Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah.
I believe that's Dwight Powell. Could be wrong. And then they have Boban. Still though, dude, I think that team's a cheat code.
It's a good team.
I think that team's a cheat code.
I don't call it, it's not like the Warriors. It's not a dynasty,
Nah, I mean, I don't know.
We're not talking about Shaq and Kobe here. We're
But
talking about
Luka
and Giannis. I mean, that's a pretty good conversation. I might give Luka a couple of years before we start
tossing it around.
Before we start tossing Giannis around on the team.
Tossing them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, Giannis, like, I feel like Mavericks are kind of like an upgrade. People are going to kill me for this. I feel like in some senses offensively. Maybe not defensively. Definitely not defensively. I think, and not when you get down into the depth, or not the depth, but the length, like the 4, 5, and 6 spots. But like in terms of just like guards, the Mavericks are an upgrade. So if you want to bring Giannis to the Mavericks, I'd say the Mavericks have
only upgraded.
Yeah, in terms of guards. I'm just saying that might be. Is that a hot take? I don't know.
I think the only problem is I think Giannis wants to be the man on the team.
Well, okay.
So I think it's more realistic that he goes to the Heat.
So if he gets there, well, the Heat would be his team.
He wants to win the championship.
Right.
He doesn't, he doesn't want to go to a team that's going to win a championship. He wants to win a championship.
Right. So he gets to the Heat. That's his team.
Right. Absolutely.
He gets to Mavericks. That's
I feel like it's almost in the air a little bit.
Yeah.
Luka's only getting better.
There.
Luka's only getting better.
Yeah.
The eyes no longer going to be solely on Giannis. It's going to be on Luka probably.
Yeah, I could see that. That's true. Well, I mean, yeah, we did a great job of like taking out Giannis's preferences out of that whole thing. Like we were just talking about where he'd be the best fit, but truthfully, Giannis, like you said, he wants to contend, but he also wants to be that guy.
I see Giannis fitting in best on the Warriors. They need a big man.
They don't need anything. All right, we're not going to give anything.
They don't need anything. No,
I know.
But if the only thing that they were missing was a big man.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense as a basketball fan or as like basketball analyst, basketball podcaster. Getting Giannis, like if I were playing 2K and I was the GM of the Golden State Warriors and I was doing a rebuild, I'd be like, oh, okay.
He's not going to get paid there though.
Yeah, because they already have so much.
They have way too. Yeah, they don't have enough room for him.
Well, interesting. I'd say the best fit would be the Heat.
The Heat,
young team.
The Heat or Raptors.
I don't know what the
probably Heat better more than Raptors.
I don't know what the contract situation with the Heat is looking like right now, but I feel like they're not spending a lot of money. Could be wrong.
Well, maybe even Celtics though, but I think they're spending a decent amount.
Celtics could use a really, really good guard. They paid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's guard. They could use a really good or center or like
they're
power
kind of
forward.
lacking. I mean, Thais is good, but
yeah. Tice is nice. Tice is nice, I guess.
Yeah, but
he's actually right behind Giannis in defensive plus and minus metrics.
He's a good player, I think, but I think Giannis would definitely be an upgrade.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. In the interest of time. So we both consensus is that he would probably be best off of the Heat for both parties.
Yeah, I say he stays in the Eastern Conference.
That's sick.
He'd be the man in the Eastern Conference if he stayed.
He'd be the man.
That's right.
All right. What do you want to get into? Donovan Mitchell, max extension. We also have a call that I want to do at the end of the show. We're going to call up a Celtics fan.
Sure.
That has a couple of wild takes, but he's an overall sound lad.
Sure.
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell, max extension?
Yeah. Let's talk about Donnie Mitch.
Donnie Mitch getting the bread.
He needed to get paid. That's it. That's the end of it.
Especially after this series.
Yeah. Go get paid.
You're going to be, I'm pretty sure, bubbling next year. I could be wrong about that again.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's a type of player. I mean, he's got a pretty good situation in the Jazz. I mean, of course, they need a couple pieces, but He doesn't seem like the type of player to go chase success. I think he wants to win it at home.
Yeah.
I mean, he loves Utah, and Utah loves him.
That's his team.
He's surrounded by good players there. I mean, you got the defensive player of the year in Rudy
ISO Joe.
Rudy Gobert, yeah. So, it's good. He got paid. He's good. I'm glad that he stayed.
What was it like? Do you know how much it was for? Sorry to cut you off.
No, I don't know how much it was for.
Should we look it up?
Probably some fucking ridiculous. I mean, like, he needs to get paid.
Yeah. We're going to use Siri twice.
The best player on, a very good team.
Yeah,
you know?
Siri just dumped me. Siri, how much is Donovan Mitchell getting paid right now?
Here's Donovan Mitchell.
Siri, look up Donovan Mitchell max extension.
He's going to get
Here's
paid.
Donovan Mitchell.
I didn't ask for. All right, you know what? Siri's a little bit dense. Anyway, we'll I'm sure we could put it up on the screen or something. All we know is that he's getting paid a lot of money. It's about a 4 or 5 year deal.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Locking him down for that long? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, he's a youngster.
Yeah.
Earlier in your career, you kind of want to go for the 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Of course, I think the Jazz, obviously from a business standpoint, want to lock him down.
Yeah.
But they need to surround him. If they're going to keep him for 4 or 5 years, they need to start working on surrounding him with someone. They need another piece.
I'd say like one more to make a deep playoff run, perhaps an NBA Finals, but I don't know about that.
Well, we got to look at the tier player.
Yeah.
You're getting.
That's another big one. Like the circumstances around signing another player like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of any guards that would really take them.
Well, they already got Mike. I mean, Mike Conley's a great facilitator and a great scorer himself. So, I mean, he's been great at getting. I mean, they signed him for, I'm sure, the sole intention of, not the sole intention, but one of the intents was to speed up that offense, get Donovan Mitchell the ball.
Yeah. He's a very pass first kind of guy too.
It worked out. Donovan Mitchell going kind of crazy this year.
Yeah.
So, maybe they get another guard. Maybe they get small forward, power forward. I'm not,
I'd say probably they probably needed they could go for like a small forward.
Yeah.
Someone good.
A little small forward action.
Something like that.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm glad the kid got paid. He definitely deserves it. He was balling out the series.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
I mean, that's my rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Just for the record, that's my rookie of the year.
What about y'all?
No, not this year.
Oh, okay.
Back when he was in the race against Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
That was my pick. I wanted Donovan Mitchell to win.
Well, if you look at it like wine, who's aged better?
Oh yeah.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
But who do you want, Jake? Ben Simmons or Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even let them, finish the question.
No, of course not. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, he came out the better all-around player. Good for him.
100%.
Now he's going to get paid, and Ben Simmons is back to the drawing board like he has.
He got paid,
but
he's
for the last how many years? You know what I'm saying? I think Donovan Mitchell has more success in his future than Ben Simmons does.
Yeah.
I see Ben Simmons, if not next year, then the next couple of years, he just starts kind of drifting from team to team. Trying to find a place.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how long Philly's gonna be able to keep that up.
Keep that. I mean, I don't think they're keeping it up. Regardless.
Yeah, trust the
It's a shit
process.
show
I mean, now we're getting the window's closed.
Yeah.
The window's closed.
Jump ship. All right.
Yeah.
They're sinking. All right. Want to go next topic? Do you want to
Sure.
talk about, they were giving out a lot of awards, and then we can talk about Steve Nash. So Ja Morant, obviously Rookie of the Year.
He deserved that.
Deserved that 100%. Brandon Ingram, Most Improved Player. My personal opinion, definitely deserved
Yeah.
that. Montrezl Harrell, Sixth Man of the Year.
I mean, the Clippers got to be doing something right if they have 5 out of the last 7 six-mans a year.
Yeah. Right? Like.
Yeah. They had Lou Will, they had Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
Lou Will like twice, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Montrezl Harrell. I mean, these are all players that could be starters.
Yeah. And
They're starting.
The depth?
Yeah, it's just the depth.
The depth?
They just have their starting benches. Their starters are just so good too that it's like you got to put these good players on the bench.
It's crazy. It's honestly wild. Clippers, very strong team.
And they're doing something right. Their front office knows what they're doing.
Well, do we want to talk real quick about the Clippers' woes as of recently? Because it seems like to me, right? Because in their series with the Nuggets, the deciding factor, and I did look this up, is when offense-wise, Kawhi is contributing, they're dominant. When Kawhi was having a quiet night. I think he averaged about 19 points. Could be wrong. That might have been Paul George. I was looking up the statistics earlier, but truth be told, when Kawhi isn't doing well, in my personal opinion, the Clippers aren't doing well. Obviously, because
he's their leading scorer,
their go-to guy.
Yeah.
But does that, if you're the Clippers, does that present some danger?
Well, I mean, like if you're the '96 Bulls and Michael Jordan isn't doing well, your team's probably not doing well.
Yeah.
You know.
Can you rely on Kawhi all the time?
Yeah, he's a very consistent player.
I mean, I'm saying like
I think you have a bigger problem in thinking in does Paul George pick up the slack?
Yeah, well, that's kind of what it falls to too.
Yeah, well, he tends to not be able to, especially right now. He hasn't been playing out of his mind. He has the odd out good game.
He's been quiet.
There. He's been quiet.
Yeah,
he hasn't been consistent. I think he definitely, obviously, if you're a basketball player in his position, this is the time you need consistency. So I don't know. I see the Clippers. They're not really holding it up there. Headstrong.
I don't know. I still think they get it against the Nuggets, but then my question is like, what happens again? We could talk about the Rockets-Lakers too, because that's pretty crazy. The prediction I had that the Rockets guard rotation would be a little bit too much for the Lakers actually kind of came true, but we'll get into that in a second. Say if you're the Clippers, you go up against the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Then what? I
don't think either team is really going all out, all giving their 100% until they have to. I think the Lakers know they're going to take care of the Rockets. I think the Clippers know they're going to take care of the Nugs.
You think so? You think Kawhi's just like... Yeah, he's going into like 75% power mode?
Yeah, I don't think Kawhi's really worried about it. I don't think he's going out there thinking he has to lock something. You know what I'm saying? You don't really, it's a 7-game series. Both series are tied at 1-1. I think all the teams, all 4 teams, Lakers, Rockets, Clippers, Nugs, are all in the same position. Like, obviously, Nuggets have to try their hardest to try to pull off as many wins as possible.
Right.
Trying to get that advantage on the Clippers. And if you're the Clippers, you kind of, you want to conserve your energy. You want to save it a little bit. I don't know, man. I see Kawhi Leonard. I think he's not worried about it.
Yeah, maybe you could be right. I mean, it's easy to overlook a team like the Nuggets when you're the Clippers, but my whole thing is like and especially with the Lakers and Rockets. Those are two teams. Apparently, I overlook the Rockets personally, and we know that to be true.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I mean, the Rockets got game 1. LeBron said that he was kind of just adjusting to the way they played. I believe him.
Yeah.
The Rockets their offense is based off of speed and 3-ball.
Yeah, they don't have any big men. So they're going to get absolutely destroyed in the paint.
If you just have like LeBron hang back in the paint, maybe AD play a little zone D.
Yeah, I don't see
on the fast break.
I don't really see the Rockets winning another game. Maybe they win one more and then that's it. But
I'd give them like 1 or 2 more games, maybe.
I give them one more max.
Well, Russell Westbrook isn't doing well.
He's not playing that well. He's taken over a couple quarters though.
Yeah.
But I just think the Lakers are going to kind of get used to it, just being used to no one at the rim challenging them, and that's kind of what happened last night.
Right.
Caruso was just throwing it up and LeBron was finishing, and I think that's just how the rest of the series is going to go. I think the Clippers are going to have a harder time with the Nuggets.
Yeah, could be.
Especially because Paul George is not contributing as much.
Yeah.
He needs to step it up, obviously. If I'm Kawhi, I'm not worried about the Nuggets. I'm worried about my teammate. And he's been doing a very good job, especially when it comes to reporters. He's been saying, no, we're taking it one game at a time.
Yeah, he's been caping a little bit.
He's been good.
He's been caping.
But if I'm Kawhi, I'm not worried about the Nuggets. I'm worried about my teammate. I'm worried about the people around me. Am I going to have to do this by myself? Because as capable of it as I think Kawhi is, I don't think he wants to, and I don't think that it will work out this time like it did last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's easy. I'll say it again. It's easy to overlook those teams, but if you're the Clippers and Lakers, I don't think you take your foot off the gas. I think both of these teams have shown in eerily similar fashion.
Yeah.
It wasn't game 1. Was it game 1 for the Nuggets? I think it might have been. I think it might have been. No, it was game 1 for the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers gave up game 1 in the first round, and the Lakers gave up.
Lakers gave up game 1, and then the Clippers gave up game 2.
Bucks gave up game 1 as well.
And now they're down 3-1. They gave up game 2, game 3.
Yeah. But you compare it to a team like the Heat and the Bucks. I mean, like, the Bucks don't really have enough pieces to really not worry about the Heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you look at the Clippers, you're worrying about them next round, but like they have enough pieces to just pick up the slack this round. You know?
If they pick up the slack though, that's my whole thing. Is like, if I'm the Clippers, sure, I'll take like a game, or I'm the Lakers, I'll take a game to adjust, and then it's off to the races.
Yeah.
I want dominance.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, same with the Rockets and the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers, they won 117 to 109.
Yeah.
That's like 8 points. That's all right. You know, but everyone on the Rockets is pretty much contributing. I mean, you know, Eric Gordon 24 points, PJ Tucker 18 points, Robert Covington 17
they've
points.
Been playing well.
They've been playing well, and you know,
well.
if you look on the Lakers side, I'm sure it's the same thing, where everyone has been contributing. You know, LeBron went off, AD went, but I'm just saying, you gotta like, if I'm either team, I'm still steamroll. I'm not using this as like I'm not, you know, I'm still worried about the teams in front of me.
Yeah.
Personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not taking my foot off the gas at all.
Yeah. We also have to look at it from human nature. I mean, if you're Kawhi Leonard, I just don't think you're really.
You got to recharge, quite literally.
Yeah, you know, I know.
Got to stick himself into a wall.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron James is very worried about losing to the Rockets. You know, and because of that, I see him playing a more assisty type game.
Yeah.
You know, facilitating.
See,
He doesn't need to take over really.
I don't like that. I want the LeBron that takes over.
Yeah, but he's what, 30. He's like freaking 50.
Yeah, but he's shown that he can take over if he wants to.
No, of course, but I just, you know, I don't think he needs to put that pedal down until they're going to take care of the Rockets anyway, whether he takes over or not. You know, why is he going to put his body on the line? Why is he going to tire himself out right now? He has to go up against the Clippers next round, most likely.
Right.
You heard it here first. Okay, so
you said the Lakers next round.
The Lakers and Clippers are going to they're going to go up against each other. Of course,
Yeah.
you know, I'm so.
Put that in now. Put that prediction in.
So why are we, you know, if you're LeBron, are you really going to just start going all out trying to score 40 every game? Like, no, you're not going to. You're going to save yourself.
Okay, I can understand
you have
that
work
logic.
to do.
I'm not
okay?
saying that logic is all the way sound. I understand why someone would have that logic.
Yeah. You have work to do. LeBron has work to do.
Yeah.
Okay? He needs to save himself.
You know, the beard, extra beardy.
Yeah.
You know, very angry.
Right.
Wants to score buckets.
Right.
Has a team around him that wants to do the same.
Right.
Nuggets, pretty skilled, but I can understand. Like, I understand where you're coming from. Sure.
Yeah, and also he has Anthony Davis.
He has
the Rockets have nothing to put up against Anthony Davis.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I mean if they want 2 points, they get the 2 points, and there's nothing that the Rockets can really do about that. Go ahead though.
I was gonna say it comes down to, for me, again, the Rockets are going to have to manipulate and take advantage of the Lakers guard rotation. I think the Rockets have a way better guard rotation, obviously, than the Lakers, and the Lakers need to take advantage of the fact that they have LeBron and AD, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
They have so much better length.
Yeah.
You know, like that's good. It's whatever team can impose their will first, and I do believe that the Lakers can impose their will.
PJ Tucker's been playing very well.
But PJ Tucker's been playing very well.
But that's not going to do it.
I'm just saying.
It's not going to do it.
I'm just saying, Nigel.
It's not going to do it, man.
I'm just saying.
There's no hope for the Rockets. The Rockets are going down. The Lakers are back on top. Lakers going to the finals. Lakers winning it all. I've heard some people argue with me about this.
Who?
I'm not saying names. I'm not
You
putting
call him
anyone
out
on
of the pod.
bus. I'm not putting anyone on the bus.
Yo, call him out of the pod.
Nah, I can't
give me a name right now.
Nah.
But put the name in reverse, so only we know who it is.
Omasat.
That's crazy. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
It's very loud.
Oh shit.
It's very, very loud.
My fault, Nigel. I didn't realize I had to do you like that with the funk
you
bomb.
don't have the headphones in.
No, I don't.
We're being very loud right now.
My fault, bro.
You're
Am I
good,
being
bro.
loud right now?
I think we're both. I mean, you put the volume up because I think you're having trouble hearing me because I have the mask on.
I'm riding the board right now.
If I had to take a guess, I'm feeling like they're getting a earful right now.
They're like, oh my, someone's wearing this at home. Oh,
Yeah, seriously. But no, back to whatever. I think the Lakers win it all. I've been saying this for a minute now. I think there's no way they don't. And I'd be disappointed if they didn't. Go ahead though.
I mean, Lakers
Lakers.
I mean, no. Also, I just realized that we didn't even take into account the East. There's some killers coming out of the East too. So it's not.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's not an automatic lock for the Lakers. And if there's anything that these playoffs have taught me, it's that nothing is a given. Nothing.
I think the Heat. I think the Lakers take care of the Heat or the Celtics easily. I think they take care of them, no problem.
We will see. We will see. Either way, dude, these finals, whoever ends up in there, really good. Really good. I think we can both agree on that.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Really good. Really good
Yeah.
finals. All right. What do we want to get into next? Big Nige?
The jerseys.
The jerseys, or should we just cap off Steve Nash real quick? I mean,
Let's talk about Steve Nash.
there's Steve Nash, then we'll get to the jerseys.
I don't know. I'm not going to get political about it. I know that a lot of ESPN commentators
We're talking about
have been.
Stephen A. Smith, yeah.
I respectfully, as someone who's been in the industry as long as they have, like, they obviously have some great opinions
Yeah.
and stuff. I'm not going to comment on that stuff. I think Steve Nash is a good fit. I think there are some other good fits as well, but I see Steve Nash doing well in that position.
Yeah. I mean, I could see him. I feel like it's like a 75-25 split. There's a 25% chance that there's something could go awry. But for the most part, I'm pretty confident, right? Like, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he got MVP a couple times, yes?
Once or twice.
Once or twice.
I think once.
Point guard. Floor general. That's the type of guy. Either that. Were you telling me about this the other day?
Yeah. I think it got in 2007. But
either that, you want a guy that can run an offense. A guy that knows the game.
He knows the game.
Now, we could talk about what's his name said. Stephen A. Smith said.
Right.
Where it was like, okay, sure, Steve Nash is great, but there was Mark Jackson, there was Tyronn Lue.
I don't think Tyronn Lue is as good as fit as Steve Nash.
But Steve Nash has never coached. Well, he coached like in Canada.
Yeah, but Tyronn Lue is not that good of a coach.
He's not.
Okay.
But he still, I guess, has coaching experience.
Yeah,
because like, what do you do if you're upper management in that situation? Do you toss someone in that's kind of mediocre but has experience, or do you toss someone in that's like?
I think you need an experienced coach if you have inexperienced players. I mean, Steve Nash is not picking up the slack for any experience that they're missing. You have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
That's true. And also, Tyronn Lue and Mark Jackson are trying to. I mean, Mark Jackson. I love how Stephen A. Smith said Mark Jackson was key in building up the Warriors, but the real fact is, and I was talking to my other Celtics fan, Jerry, about this, who's also my friend, of course. Mark Jackson was there, and they kind of sucked. But right after he left, Steve Kerr came in, and all of a sudden they were contending for a chip. So what does that say about Mark Jackson? I don't know.
I think Mark Jackson is too old school. He's a legendary coach. I'm a Knicks fan, so obviously I know about Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson. You say
Phil
who?
Jackson.
Phil Jackson.
Mark Jackson is the one we're talking about, but Phil Jackson was...
You're right. My bad. I got confused.
That's okay. No worries. The amount of times I do that on mic is crazy, so...
Yeah, I just... I don't know. I think Tyronn Lue is not a good coach.
Yeah, I mean...
If I was going to say something crazy, I mean, he was the head coach of LeBron James until LeBron James left.
So he coached Kyrie as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're looking at it logistically, real quick,
yeah,
he has coached Kyrie before. He's coached in championships before.
Yeah, but you're looking at a guy like Tyronn Lue, and he coached LeBron. Now, with LeBron James, you don't want a very hands-on coach. You want someone who's going to kind of facilitate the responsibility, and that was fine.
Yeah.
And it worked up until LeBron James left, and then they needed a real coach. Right now, you look at a team like the Nets. They have Kyrie. They have Kevin Durant. You don't have like a LeBron-type player that's going to be able to call plays every time down the floor like LeBron is.
Yeah, that's true.
As good as Kyrie is.
That's true.
As good as Kevin Durant is, they're not LeBron-type players. You need a coach there, a headstrong coach that's going to be able to run the offense. They're going to be able to make decisions. Yeah. Tyronn Lue can't make those decisions. I think Steve Nash is a good fit for it, whether it's privilege or not. He's a good fit for that team. I don't care.
I mean, just because someone hasn't done something before as well doesn't mean they're not going to be good at it.
I think he's going to be great at it.
But also, just to play devil's advocate real quick, Tyronn Lue is also coached against, I assume, obviously, Kevin Durant. So, that's just say, like, he knows how Kevin Durant plays, I'd assume, because if you're going up against a guy like Kevin Durant, you're looking at a lot of footage. He probably knows how Kevin Durant plays. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, there might, I think us, Nigel, with such a sensitive topic like it's what Stephen A. Smith is reportedly saying is that, white privilege played at least somewhat of a role.
I think that's a good point.
I think there's definitely, like, I think there's a definite point there.
I think he's on the ball a little bit.
And going further, we can't really, I guess, speak to that, right? Because we wouldn't really know how both the inner workings of the industry and how privilege or white privilege works in an industry like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying we can't talk about it.
I think that there's truth to what Stephen A. is saying.
Right, but I think it also warrants, with that being said, a closer look. I'm not saying that Stephen A. Smith is wrong. I just don't know if, like, I feel like if you're going to throw around something like that, I don't know if Stephen A. Smith had the insider word. I guess I'm just, like, I'm trying to, like, walk the line here.
Yeah.
And, like, I want everyone to understand at home that, we understand that we might not understand, but at the same time, we want to be...
We're basketball fans.
We're basketball fans.
We're the boys.
We're inquisitive. We're the boys.
Right. That's right.
We're guys being dudes.
Dudes being guys.
Dudes being guys.
Right.
We want to be inquisitive. We want to ask questions. Hey, why do you think that's... Why do you think that's white privilege? Because 2 other coaches are passed up. But, hey, let's look at those coaches.
Right.
And let's see what's really up.
Right.
Let's look at Steve Nash.
I know people who have known Steve Nash personally.
I know, yeah, that's crazy.
Can you
get him on the podcast?
Yeah, we could try. Steve Nash is a good guy. He's a good coach. He's smart. The thing is, Steve Nash is not just a basketball player. He has a athlete's mind. He has a coach's mind, and he plays other sports. Look, it doesn't matter. You could be the best basketball player in the world. Doesn't mean you're going to be a good coach. But if you can coach, if you could be a soccer coach, you could be a football coach, and you could still write up offensive plays for basketball that will work. If you're a good coach, you're a good coach. There's no way around that, right? Steve Nash has so much sports knowledge, right? You know what I'm saying? He was a point guard. Okay, he won an MVP for it. His Phoenix was number one in the West or whatever. So I see him being successful.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's definitely. I'm not writing him off by any means. I think Steve Nash has the ability and the talent to be a great coach, especially if he gets experience, because he's gotten locked down to a 4-year deal, so he's gonna have 4 years with that team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, we can move on now because we're about 40 minutes in. Let me get up on this mic.
I think he also just wants a ring.
Dude, Steve Nash is like, yo, let me...
Yeah, Kobe kind of destroyed those dreams for him. Whatever.
Let me get a little extra, bling to bring home to the wife.
Yeah.
When I'm at at home. Okay, we can talk about the top 5 NBA jerseys. Now, I had from this year. I don't know if you also had from this year. I don't know if I specified when I texted you about it.
No, but we can go off.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have pictures of them that I could look at?
I mean, I feel like they're pretty iconic. Okay. But if not, if you need me to show you, I'll
I know my number 1 pick is no matter what.
Okay. Yeah. That's all.
I think we have the same one anyway.
Yeah. We might be. Is it the Miami Heat Vice? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Okay. Spoiler alert. Whoops. I had but you know what? The rest of this might throw you for a loop. Number 2, I had the Cream City Bucks jerseys. Do you know which ones I'm talking about? Yeah,
those are nice.
Those are hot. Those are sexy.
Yeah.
Those are sexy. Fuego.
Those are sexy. Yeah.
Fuego. Whenever I see those, I'm like automatically just. I'm like, yo, I can't even. I can't get enough of that. All right.
Yeah.
I had the vintage 76ers jerseys.
Oh wow, I'm surprised.
You know what ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I disagree. I don't think those look good at all.
I think they do, but
there's a couple vintage jerseys that I put way
What's that?
above.
Well, actually, do you want to? I mean, no.
No, go ahead. Finish your list.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had the black and gold Oklahoma City jerseys from this year. to commemorate the bombings. I thought those were hot. That I'm also, that might also be because my bias as an OKC fan.
Yeah.
That could be too.
Yeah.
I had at number 5. Get ready for this one, guys. I don't know if this is a cheat. I had the Toon City or the Toon Squad Nike jerseys.
That's cheating.
Is that cheating?
Yeah, absolutely. What team wears those? Toon Squad?
LeBron in his upcoming film with the Toon Squad.
No.
All right. Okay. Then I'll say let me get a 5th, and then you go ahead, and I'll just.
Well, I mean, I think we're gonna go obviously Miami Heat
right.
jerseys.
Good.
They're very nice.
Yeah.
Second, I'd love the Grizzlies vintage jerseys.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go with the Nuggets jerseys that have the rainbow on them.
Okay.
Love those jerseys.
Yeah,
I know a lot
nice.
of people give or take. It's the white ones. It's the one with it's the new ones, but it's like the vintage ones.
No, I like those.
I'm a sucker for vintage, and then vintage Toronto Raptors.
Vintage Toronto Raptors are great.
Yeah.
That was what, 3?
That was 4.
4? Okay. What's your 5th? What's your 5th, Big Nige?
I might have to go with the OVO Raptors.
I see. I don't like the. Is that the black and gold one with the owl on it?
Yeah. I like those a lot. I like those a lot.
They're all right, but I don't know. I might go honorable. I mean, 5th pick. Well, now that I don't have a 5th pick, I had an honorable mention. So now this makes it a little bit harder.
All right.
I do enjoy the OVO jersey. I just don't know if I'd. I mean, it's nice for a fit. I feel like if you have Nigel knows because he's the drip god over here.
Yeah, I'm bipolar with the fits.
That was crazy. That was crazy. You
That
just
was
said that.
nuts.
That was nice. Though. That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. Clap it up for that one. All right, but no, seriously. I'd say okay. So my honorable mention I was originally going to say was the San Francisco throwback jerseys. You know what I'm talking about?
The Warriors.
Yeah, the ones they wore this year. The Nikes that had San Francisco in the front and kind of was like in comic book lettering, almost. Do I need to show you?
Yeah, right, show me. Obviously, these will be up on the screen, right?
Yeah. I mean, if I do this even if we have it on the podcast, I'll put
maybe
it
unpopular opinion too. I like those black Celtics jerseys.
Black Celtics jerseys are hot.
Fire.
For sure.
Yeah, and I think the Cavs also can sneak in there a little bit.
Which one?
They're like the gray ones I like.
Those are nice, but the
nice.
runner boot on it.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I'm gonna show you which one I mean though. These gloves make it hard to.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Did I? Oops! I can't curse on air. Well, I can curse on air because it's our podcast. We do whatever the hell we want.
Right.
Like I just this one. Right there. Oh shit!
Whatever.
Here, just press search and then.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, I like those a lot. But I was also
nice.
gonna say the Atlanta Hawks Peachtree jerseys I really like.
Yeah.
Those are sexy.
Not a huge fan of those. Yeah, there's some good. I mean, the Hawks have nice uniforms. That's not my favorite one of those. I like those Nuggets jerseys a lot. I also like the throwback. All the throwbacks are good, obviously, because they're so good that they're bringing them back. The throwback
100%.
Utah Jazz ones also.
Yeah.
The Black Mamba edition Lakers jerseys.
I was considering tossing that one in there. I think that should have been my honorable mention because of Kobe.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But that's a great one as well. There's just so many. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For them all
And Houston's always gonna sneak in there.
H-Town, the ones that they had this year.
H-Town. You know what I will say? The Bed-Stuy edition jersey.
Yeah.
For the Brooklyn Nets.
You like that one?
Don't like it.
Okay, I was about to say because a lot of people hate that.
I hate it.
I hated it.
I hate the font.
It's disgusting.
I like the Brooklyn Nets jerseys. I like what they do on the side with the different colors and the lines and everything. Hate the Bed-Stuy jerseys.
Dude, everyone when they saw it was like, ew.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like gross. Get that out of my face, man.
I just don't like the font. It just looks too.
It's just gross.
It looks like they're trying too hard.
Yeah. What was that? Like, it was a tribute to Biggie. Was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they could have just.
Gross.
I think they could have done better for Biggie.
100%.
I don't see those jerseys making it past this season or next season.
I don't see those jerseys making it past the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, no, the jerseys definitely don't make it into the playoffs.
No, they're not.
No,
Not chilling.
No, not even a little bit.
Not even the eighth. Maybe not even the ninth seed.
Yeah,
They're not fighting to get into the eighth.
No.
Oh, damn. Where do you put that? What do you put that jersey in the rankings? Are they 10th, 12th?
I don't like them. I don't like the jerseys at all. I see them getting the first round pick next year.
They somehow find a way to get relegated from the NBA.
Something like that. Jeez, I mean, come on. I just don't like the font. I don't like the. The font's everyone's valid for their opinions.
The cool gray is kind of nice, but if everything else.
There's the Brooklyn's has some good jerseys.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the jerseys in Brooklyn. I just don't like that one.
Yeah, that one's.
I think everyone's favorite jersey is the Vice. The Heat.
Yeah, that's hot. If I might come in like get the $15.
All the Heat jerseys are fuego though.
Oh my god!
Even the black ones, right? And the white. I mean,
even the regular ones, the red and the black.
Yeah,
is that what we were talking about? Yeah.
All of them.
Crazy.
Very good jerseys.
Crazy.
They have a good designer down there.
100%. All right. Last segment of the show. We said we would call someone.
Let's call Jerry.
All right. This is not Jerry. This is Fredo.
Fredo.
The big man. So if Fredo's listening to this, what's going on, man? We're going to call you up in just a second.
Yeah, isn't that a character on like The Godfather?
It is, yes.
Fredo, my boy. Oh, it's working.
Oh, shit, wait.
Oh, goodness. Never mind.
All right, yeah, you keep him entertained, right? Okay,
oh, you know I'm good at that.
You tell him about what we did over the weekend.
What I did I watched a lot of basketball over the weekend.
I wish I had watched more. I was at a cookout.
Oh yeah.
A barbecue. Yeah.
I hope you were wearing your mask.
I was, yeah. I was on watermelon duty.
Yeah, this weekend was kind of chill, laid back.
What's up? You're on the air. Hold on 1 second. Well, actually, you're not on the air yet, but I'm gonna put you on in a second.
Throw him on there.
All right. Okay, you might be on the air now. Is he on the air? No. Can you hear him?
No.
Hello?
Don't hear him.
Don't hear him?
Don't hear him.
Oh. Wait. Yeah. All right. Can you hear him now, Nash?
No.
No?
Hear him.
Oh, because he's not coming through. Hold on. I got to put you up on the... All right, there we go. Let's see if you can... Can you...
I don't hear you.
Okay. See about that now.
Tell him to say something.
Say something. Is he there?
No.
No? What the hell happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
This is a failing segment right now.
I hear him like through...
Through the what?
I hear him from the phone.
From the phone? Oh, you hear him?
Yeah.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me try to figure this.
Can you put the volume up?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, on the caller.
Oh, wait. Tell him to say something.
Okay. Can you?
Yeah, I just hear the microphone's picking up the call.
Microphone's picking up the call. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. You know what? Actually, what we're gonna do is, for the sake of the bit, we're just gonna have you call in and then put you up to the mic. I think that's a better solution.
Yeah, that works.
All right. No. Just I'll call you back with my actual cell phone number.
Okay,
all right. Boy, talk about a rocky segment, huh?
I mean, we said yet last time, but we got to postpone the phone.
Got to postpone the phone. I thought I had it down pat this time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, anything could happen.
You know, it is what it is.
It's a cutthroat industry.
Hello.
All right, now this is Fredo. This is Fredo. We're live on the air, the Spreading the Floor podcast. Welcome. This is a Celtics fan. Full disclosure to everyone listening. What's going on?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm getting ready for the big game in about 25 minutes or so.
Is that in 25 minutes?
Yeah, 6:30.
Celtics versus Raptors?
Yes, sir.
Pivotal game 5?
It is a really, really big game. Yeah, I was disappointed about their performance last game, but I think they will come back and avenge themselves. So.
Do you see them winning? Because Nigel, you see them winning the series, correct?
I see them winning the series.
Yeah. Okay. So do you see them still pulling out the series? What are we thinking?
I think they will win the next 2 games, and I truly believe that. I know it might sound like, since I am a Celtics fan, that I'm a biased Celtics fan, but I think they have the probably top 2 most talented starting 5 in the NBA. So
okay. So who else do you put up?
Wait, what did he say?
He said the top 2 most talented starting 5 in the league, right? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Is he smoking crack?
I told you he comes with the wild takes, Nigel. Did I not tell you that? Okay, well, okay, hold on, Fredo. Who else do you put in that conversation? Are they number 2 or are they number 1?
Los Angeles Clippers and Boston Celtics.
He's talking about all around.
Top 3? Like all around?
All around starting 5.
Top 5 starting lineup, yes.
Okay, so what's your top 5 then? So okay, Bucks, Celtics, and Clippers. Then who's your other 2? Lakers and.
Oh, sorry. No. I messed that up. So they are like meaning like their starting 5. I find to be in the top 2, like with like just the Celtics and the Clippers are like the best starting lineups in the NBA.
That's crazy. That's wild. So you're just straight up like looking over the Lakers, because the Lakers guard rotation, in my personal opinion, is kind of trash, but they still have.
It's awful. It's awful. Yeah, they have 2 superstars that are probably top 5 NBA players, but other than that, they have they have Danny Green.
Yeah.
And they have I'm forgetting the other starting line. They had Avery Bradley.
They got the Henny God.
Yeah, they had Avery Bradley, but he's a solid defender. But otherwise, I mean, he's not a pure scorer.
Okay.
And if I'm looking at the Celtics lineup with a healthy Gordon Hayward, you have Kemba Walker at the point, who averaged more than 20 points a game.
Okay.
And then at shooting guard, you have Jaylen Brown.
Right. Great player. Great player.
Who also averaged more than 20. And Jaylen can play both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And then you have the small forward position of Gordon Hayward, who is, even though he is a little injury prone, he's still scoring 17 points per game. And you have Jason Tatum, who is at the point power forward, who is averaging again over 20 points. So you have 3 players averaging more than 20 points, and I'm pretty sure they're the only team in the NBA that have that, besides the Clippers. I'm pretty sure, or at least it's just 3 players averaging more than 20 on their team.
Okay.
And you have Jason Tatum, who is an upcoming superstar.
That's no doubt about that. Yeah.
Be a future, and I think a future MVP later on. And Daniel Tice, he is very underrated.
Yeah.
He's a very good defender. Obviously, he's not the best center in the league, but he plays such a pivotal role with the Celtics. He's an amazing passer, and his pick and roll situations are just unbelievable. He's a master with that. So I'm confident with the Celtics. They're just young, but I still believe they are like very talented.
All right. Well, hold on one second, Fred, because I think my co-host would like to have a word, because he was kind of giving me, the eye over there. I would argue, okay. I think the Celtics starting 5 is very talented, but just off the top of my head, you have the Raptors.
Yep.
You have, one could make an argument for the Dallas Mavericks.
Nuggets.
Other teams like that. That's an out there take.
I wouldn't say top 2.
Okay, one second. I'm going to pass over the phone. Okay. This is my co-host, Nigel. You guys haven't formally met yet, but say hello.
How you doing, Nigel?
What's going on, Fredo?
I'm all right.
I love the take. I love the confidence. I think you have some very strong points. I just don't think
get that phone up to the mic.
I don't think that the Celtics are necessarily top 2. I don't think they're there yet. I think they will be. I don't think they're there necessarily yet, because if you look at each player individually, like, yes, super good, and they have very good chemistry as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think the chemistry is necessarily there yet.
I don't think chemistry is the issue.
I think the best chemistry in the NBA, I think, is the Nuggets.
I don't know about that, because I don't necessarily agree with
Fredo. Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say that there could be a discussion that Celtics could be top 5, starting 5.
Yep.
A discussion.
Which is completely respectable. Yes.
A discussion.
I agree.
But I do think their chemistry, to Fredo's point, is some of the best in the NBA. And that's due to the way that Brad Stevens runs that team.
Yeah, Brad Stevens is such a good coach.
You have Brad Stevens, who's an amazing coach, and also he is young himself. But I mean, even it's probably a biased opinion, even though because he is a player on the Celtics, but he has bounced from team to team.
Right.
And Enes Kanter has openly said that he's never been on a team that has like this much chemistry and like how they're so connected as one.
Well,
And so between that and as well as just exactly what I said, just about the talent of the overall players in that starting five is like I just think it's unmatched
That's
between
respectable.
a lot of other teams.
well,
Yeah.
here on Spreading the Floor, we're big fans of Enes
Celtics.
Kanter.
And
the
Enes Kanter.
Yeah, the Celtics
We love
too.
it.
We love
it.
the whole
it.
thing.
Yeah. We love it. We love a good Celtics squash.
He's a great personality for the team. Also, of course, Taco Fall.
Yeah. Walking meme for sure.
Yeah.
No, all right. Well, I guess that was an out there take, but an interesting one for sure. That's something that I think would open up a lot of dialogue and a lot of conversations. But without further ado, my phone is at 3% right now. Fredo, do you have anything that you'd like to tell the listeners at home? Anything you want to plug? We do know that the Fredo is a young Don. So if anything you want to get out there, and then we gotta let you go.
I just let's go Celtics, and I think that we're gonna prove a lot of haters wrong. And I think they're a very underrated team, as well as the Miami Heat, of course.
100%. One of my dark horse picks.
But still, people are still kind of overlooking the Celtics, and I just can't wait till they prove everyone wrong. So it was a pleasure, Jakey.
All right.
And so watch at 6:30, bro, because they're coming.
All right.
I'm definitely
We're
there.
going to hold you accountable.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Fredo.
Love you, dude.
Much love. Talk to you.
All right, peace, bro.
Bye. So that was Fredo Santana,
kid.
as always on the great kid,
Great
great
kid.
guy. Actually, he's not even a kid. He's a man. He is a man. Great man. And I guess this is a little fun little segment.
Yeah.
We could probably have this as a returning spot. I guess with that we're reaching the hour.
Yeah.
Shaved the time back by 15 minutes. Great stuff. Camera's still rolling. We don't have to worry about that dying. And
Absolutely.
without further ado, guys, well, I do have to kind of plug everything. If you want to use the code STFNBA at shop.ballinthesix.com. Like I said, we get a cut of the dough. It's great clothing. Basketball lifestyle stuff based out of Toronto.
High
I know the people that
quality.
run it. High quality. We're going to be repping some of this stuff later on the podcast.
Right.
And, just go to them if you want some good stuff, good quality stuff. Shout out to Josh, the boss on Snapchat, Joshua DiCotio, for making this beat, for making the intro beat, I should say. And without further ado, guys, that's been the episode, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Peace.